Good morning, everyone. It is show day. It's also like not even 3 yet. It's like 2:50. I went to bed around 7:30, I think. Had okay sleep, better than the night before, but not solid sleep. Still had some trouble. I actually think I woke up a whole bunch of times to use the bathroom, and also just like laid in bed a lot. It wasn't very deep sleep, I guess I should say, because there's just moments I was like waking up from weird dreams, and every time I do that, I know it's me waking up from a REM cycle, and so interrupting good sleep. But it's okay. Not feeling too bad right now. Just not getting enough sleep the week of a show is kind of normal for me, I guess. I wish I knew what was wrong. I wish I knew what was going on so I could like address it, but it just is what it is. The thing that really sucks about it is that it affects my performance later on, usually, because depending on how late or long the afternoon goes, I might be too tired or exhausted, and sometimes I don't do great, but fingers crossed, we'll be fine. We're supposed to go on for finals, according to Becca, first, which is great because their schedule originally said bikini was going first. But yeah, I think fitness is going first at 4 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, I'm eating a little bit of food right now. Just got a couple hard-boiled eggs and some chicken, and then I'm gonna go and put my face on. All right, I am getting ready to do my makeup. My hair clips. My hair is a little floofy still, so I'll just have to address that afterwards. Not a big deal. Not worried. I woke up weighing 141.6. So I had mentioned, I think in my other video, that I was actually okay from the little fish salad debacle, but but then like really late or at night, I felt like I was maybe, that's probably how far I went that. I can't talk and do makeup. Okay, but really, later at night when I like put my second coat of tan on, it looked, I definitely got worse. Definitely holding quite a bit of water. This morning though, I think I'm okay. I already say I weighed 141.6, so that's like about half a pound down from yesterday morning. These look even. I don't know if you can all tell. We'll see. I don't care. Enough. Anyway. Feeling and looking okay, but I don't have all the mirrors available to me right now. Alright, makeup is done. I had to darken my brows a bit more. Now they look even more uneven. Oh well. Gonna go get my top coat on. I might have to add more color to these cheeks, not sure, we'll see.
We don't have a show, so I seriously thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming to Chattanooga and supporting our show.
Hi everyone, we're backstage. Here's the wonderful Madeline. Do you go by Madeline or Maddie?
Either one, probably Maddie.
The wonderful Madeline. Yeah. This is her first pro qualifier. I'm looking forward to seeing her awesome routine and her gorgeous hair. Oh god. And then Melissa, would you like to be in my vlog too? And here's Melissa, the other fitness competitor. Hi! She did Junior USA's and you placed really well actually, right? For your first fitness routine.
Thanks.
That was awesome. Looking forward to seeing everyone's routines. Alright. Peace out.
Time.
from prejudging. That was a good show. We ended up having just 3 competitors because Amy couldn't make it, but it actually kind of worked out in the sense that like Melissa was the other competitor, me and then there's Madeline, and we're all tall chicks, so we're about the same height for once. We weren't all the tallest girls, so that was cool. And everyone like Melissa got moved to the center. She was definitely way more lean than I was. And let's see, Madeline has a really good shape, especially for how young she is. And then I'm just me. Anyway, gonna go home, rest up, eat some food, and then come back to do my routine. For home, I am going to make myself some protein waffles because I can now, and muscle egg and everything is here. Gonna use the Protolite, so it'll be the perfect waffle. And let's see, on our way back home, I scarfed down a few rice cakes, had a bunch of my nuts and steak bits, and so I'm just gonna eat a little bit more with the waffles. I'm gonna take a nap. I've never run my routine after a cheat meal or like on a heavy stomach, so gonna keep it light. No fun stuff until after routines. All right, I am eating my waffles. They turned out pretty good. And also going to clean up my makeup brushes just in case I need them tomorrow. You never know. Maybe I'll win. Just be a photo shoot with JM tomorrow, so for anyone who wins their class, I guess their pro card. These waffles are way better than those other waffles that I tried to make on camera. Just kind of want to also recap current thoughts and feelings about prejudging. I wish I had met my goal of trying to be more conditioned this show, because I think that would have put me in center stage. Wasn't quite at the conditioning that I would have liked to be. I still look good. But yeah, Melissa was much more conditioned than I was. I definitely have more muscle than she does, but she's also smaller at the waist. So she has more of a taper, but I've got more more muscle density, especially on the back side. They had us switch places because I started in center since I was the second in line, and then they had Melissa and I switch places, and then they had us turn straight to the back, which Dan was saying it's an indication they just wanted to like double check to see like exactly how much better was my back, someone's back, probably my back, than hers, to see if she really should be in first place. She probably will be for prejudging. Some of the judges on that panel are definitely a conditioning kind of people, so that's how it's going to be. Probably, we'll see. But it's fine. You know, it just means I got to make up for it on the routine round, which I don't know if I said this before, but because I've seen a routine, I still have no idea where I would say in relation to her, right? She has more tumbling moves. I have more strength skills for sure. I would venture to say, I mean, unless she's improved over the month, I feel like I have better stage presence. But you know what? It could all just not matter, because Madeline could kick butt. She probably will with the routine round and then land first place. Who knows? I mean, this is gonna be interesting. It'll definitely be a mix up, I think, of just a bit. It'll be really cool to see the scores. That's all I'm really trying to say. Also, sorry for talking while eating to anyone that gets bothered by that. I should probably not do that as much. All right, time to clean my brushes. We're back we're on our way back to the convention center. My nap was more like a pseudo nap. I was kind of falling asleep, but not really. Not sure if I feel rested, but that's okay. I had another meal of like watermelon, blackberries, chicken and avocado, and I got my hair done for my fitness routine. Hopefully it stays It feels pretty secure. We'll see how this goes. I didn't test it out super thoroughly before. As in I've never run my routine with it. I did it with a bun with the same style, but I let the hair part down this time. Taking the scenic route again because Google said that there was a ton of traffic the normal way. But oh, there's something else I was gonna say. I don't know. Oh, brought my typical workout drink because I didn't want to do anything. Well, basically I wanted to replicate my typical fitness day scenarios or environment, I guess. So the normal stuff I showed in the previous video, caffeine and everything, that's helping me stay awake. Got some extra caffeine just in case. And we should be at the convention center in about like half an hour. I'm gonna warm up for a bit and then we should be able to jump on stage. And then it's routine time. Okay, we are done with routines. Just waiting for Bikini to finish up so we can find out what the awards are. I feel like I did a pretty good job. I had like my cartwheels look so bad. My like footing was weird, and then my kind of messed up at the very end with my little like headstand freeze, but it's all right. I feel like it's gonna be a tough call from the judges. I don't know. Everyone did really good. We have like such different styles, so it'll be interesting to see how they decide to place us. But I overall feel really good about what I presented, and I'm already thinking of like what I can do for Night of Champions to make it even better. I really want to learn that aerial because I don't want to cartwheel anymore. But yeah, all right. Excited to see what happens. Very exciting, honestly, because I didn't know how I was gonna do. Honestly, wasn't like pretty sure Madden would place better than me in the routine, just because I can't beat dancers. I just can't. No matter who it is and what and how much stronger I might be than them, they just are smoother. So it's definitely a thing I just gotta keep working on, is smoothing out my routines and everything. I mean, I feel like this one was really good, and I just gotta, I don't know, it's just hard to beat someone who can do like cool dance acro stuff. I wasn't sure how I would do against Melissa, just because I had seen her routine at Junior Nationals, and so I knew what it was like, and I'm sure, and I was like pretty sure it was going to be even better. And I didn't get to watch it really well from where I was standing backstage, but just from what I heard and could see, it sounded like it was a really good routine. I don't know if you can hear good routines, but to me it sounded like she was doing great. My husband said it was a good routine, just different. I would venture to guess that I was still the strongest competitor there, just because that's how it is for me. I mean, just again, knowing their backgrounds and when they started compared to my background and what I focused on, probably could pretty confidently say that I had all the hardest strength moves, but it's not just one thing. Anyway, so yeah, I wasn't sure how I do against Melissa, is what I'm trying to say. I just knew like what areas I thought I would do, my routine would overpower hers, but then I was pretty sure there are other areas of hers that would probably be better than mine. Yeah, I'm very tired though, so still just kind of taking it all in, thinking about what this means. I'm sure some of you are wondering, what did you eat afterwards? Did you eat a whole bunch of food? We went to this Japanese like izakaya ramen noodle place. Got a couple of like small plates. It's really good. It's called like Japanese fried chicken. It was like the most tender, well marinated, juicy like fried chicken I've ever had. They're very small little pieces. It was so good.
We also got some like pork gyoza. I got a tonkatsu ramen. It was good. I didn't want to be too stuffed or anything though, just because I know I would want to overeat. So I chose a place where it'd be like difficult to overeat without breaking an arm and a leg to afford the bill. We also stopped by Food City's grocery store in our area to get some fancy desserts and stuff. I guess you call it fancy desserts. And so it's really just got a couple cookies, some like angel food cake thing, because we have a whole bunch of fresh blackberries that we picked from our garden, and we're gonna do that. We got some Cool Whip, so Cool Whip. We're gonna make a little fun dessert treat. I feel like there's more I want to say, but I'm just gonna turn in. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, the day after the show. It's like 7:15ish right now. I'm about to go do like half an hour of steady state cardio, fasted still, just like trying to cruise right now, and I should really taper it down. So I'm gonna probably doing. Wait, is it half an hour or is it 45 minutes? Shoot, I gotta go check my sheet. But anyway, probably about half an hour of steady state for the next couple weeks as I like kind of taper down some things. I got some pretty good sleep last night finally. I probably could have gone to bed even earlier. I went to bed at like 10. Should have gone to bed at like 9. But I wanted to stay up and make sure I like properly responded to everyone who had like sent me messages and everything. Again, thanks to everyone. I just feel so lucky to have such wonderful people in my life and such supportive people in my life. I feel like a winner no matter what. It's cheesy to say, but I really do. Like, yeah, pro card would have been cool to have, but I feel like there is like just no way to, I don't know how would I say this, but just like the friends I've got and the relationships I have is just like priceless compared to a pro card. So thank you all. I'm not gonna do too much recording today because I kind of wanted to just be off camera and just sort of focus on myself and everything. But I did want to sort of just talk about a couple of points and things. So I've got my little list of things I just want to make sure I covered in my vlog, and then we'll be done for today. So first of all, the scorecard came out. I got a very solid second place in the physique round and the routine round. So that was 10 points for my physique and 20 points for the routine. So I honestly was expecting, just from where I was standing, which was honestly not a good spot, and also just what some other people had told me, I was expecting something a little more mixed in the routine round at the very least, and I was kind of hoping for something a little bit mixed between me and Melissa in the physique round, but that's just me being hopeful and wishing I showed up with a more conditioned physique. But anyway, with the routine round, I was kind of surprised because it turned out with Madeline getting straight first place, me getting straight second, and Melissa getting straight third. I felt like we had such different routines and strengths to bring that it would have been a little different. Meaning like it would have maybe we wouldn't have gone the straight scores but yeah, I was meaning like I was expecting something a little more mixed, like maybe I don't know, like maybe someone got 6 points instead, or I guess it'd be 12 points instead, and someone else maybe got like, instead of, I don't know, I can't make up math on the fly, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But that's all right. It is what it is. I hope the other girls post their routines because I would really, really love to see what it looked like from the audience perspective. instead of, for me, my perspective backstage, where I could only see like a portion of her routine, or both of their routines really. But yeah, I just, based on what I know about them though, I feel like I can like kind of make some conclusions, also drawing off of my previous placings and like who has beat me and who I have who has been ranked higher than me and who I have ranked high above. Grammar is not working right now, but anyway, what I have realized, you got the tumbling style, you got the dancer style, and then you have people who are more like me who don't really have any particular style and just kind of like do athletic stuff instead, and just try to make it match and perform good. So I think what I've noticed, they're like kind of different baselines for these three styles. With, well, I'm not sure about the dance one, but at least with the tumbling kind of style, a lot of people come and be able to do back handspring and back tuck and whatever. It's almost like if you have that, then it's not that special to put it in there. So you have to do extra stuff to separate yourself from the other types of tumblers. That is performing really well, that is having really, really good just foundational fitness skills, where you have to have a really good strength holds, your transitions have to be really good, you have to have really good, sorry, when I say strength hold, I meant strength skills and everything. I think those are the key things, and then you want to have a high energy routine. For the people like me, you can do better than those tumblers, even though you don't have that gymnastics or cheerleading background. Like, there have been so many shows I've done where I got second place and beat out someone who was a cheerleader and did really cool flips and stuff. But because of my ability, because I have generally good choreographed performance, obviously I can tweak transitions and things, that's still a thing I'm working on, but like a generally well choreographed performance, I'm pretty entertaining. The skills that matter, like really matter, I do very well. I'm very strong, and so with that, I can do better than someone who can tumble, right? It's almost like the judges don't see the tumbling anymore, they just see your fitness skills. So it almost puts me at the same ground level as, or same starting point almost as some of the tumblers. Now, with dancers, I've pretty much always been beaten by someone who danced really well or moved really, really fast, and their energy and their routine was just like so much more energetic than mine. Dancers, even if they, like, from like a well-trained eye, don't have as many strength moves, don't can't do some of the mandatories as well. I mean, okay, the only mandatory I can think of are like the holds and the push-ups, but like even if I have a one-up on them, they tend to place better than me, and I think part of that is just because they have better flow, they're performing better, and people just generally find it more entertaining. So I think there gets to a point where it doesn't matter how good your tricks are, if you're not performing well, then someone else is gonna probably beat you out. So dancers are people who have always done better, and then the other one, like I said, were the high energy routines. So like those tumblers, or people who can tumble and have placed better than me, are those who just had way more fast routines and everything, were a little bit smoother in their moves, I could still be stronger than them, but again, I think it all goes to show like fitness isn't just about your athletic abilities and like a random, hodgepodge of routine of skills. Like it needs to fit your music. The routine needs to be cohesive. It needs to connect. Everything needs to be like connecting to each other. This routine that I did, I feel like was the best I've done. I mean, I haven't watched the video yet because I haven't got it yet, but just the way it felt and feedback from Dan, who's always very honest with me, was that this was probably my best routine I've done. Not just from the execution, but just because like it flowed better. Thanks a lot. I think mostly, not all, because I worked with Jacqueline this time for her to like help me with my transitions and stuff. It flowed better. I took out the moves that were a little clunky that I usually do. Like I originally had a front handspring choreographed, and after a while I was like, I just can't land my front handspring in a way that matches my routine, like the style that I want it to look. So I just cut it out, and I'm like, all right, I'm just not gonna do it front handspring. I don't need a tumble. It's fine. What was my point? I don't know. Yeah, so maybe that's more of a lesson for other competitors. Like, I'm going to bring the strength moves, and if you don't have the strength moves and you don't have a smooth routine, I'm probably going to beat you. So that's my challenge to all my fellow NPC competitors. You're going to have to beat me either through having way better energy, like a way higher, not better energy, but a much higher energy routine, or you're going to need to have much better flow, and it needs to just be a much more smooth routine. That's the secret. That's the secret to you getting your pro card, apparently, since I'm always second place. Anyway, about doing the NPC Junior National shows in general, it was a really good stage. I already knew it was going to be a good stage just because I've done the shows at Chattanooga. I knew it was Alan's like whole team that was going to be running it for the most part, and even though it's promoted by Sandy Williamson. And Alan's crew is phenomenal. I love them all, maybe because they also know me now. So it's just like getting to see like, hey, it's the little NPC expediting family. I get to see you all again. But yeah, the stage was great. It was huge. At first I was a little worried because I knew that they would have, because they've done this every single time, is they have like these like side, they're either banners or they're going to be like these just giant screens on the side sort of at an angle, plus the main screen in the back. And I was worried that I was going to cut into some of the space that we had, but this front of the stage, which is actually a pretty deep stage, even with those side screens. So that's nice. I had quite a bit of space. I probably could have utilized more space, honestly, but I, out of habit, kind of like kept my things a little bit like confined. And then the flooring, like the stage itself, for what I needed to do and what I've done before, it was awesome. It was a very solid floor, and even more importantly, it had like this really perfect, just grippy enough carpeting. It's the same, like Alan and Becca chose to just buy good carpeting for their stages instead of like renting it, so they know the quality is going to be good, and like it was just hard enough that I could feel my holds and hold them really good, but the overall stage was just soft and bouncy enough, like had enough give that it felt comfortable to like do some harder jumping and landing stuff. And I've heard from people who do tumble and have done stuff on their stage that like it's very comfortable to be on there. So what I'm really trying to do is advertise for them. If you the Night of Champions is the next show I'm doing, and I know it's gonna be the same stage, and you all should do it because it's just such a good thing to perform on. Anyway, okay, so my plans now. Today is just kind of like a flexible eating day. I guess you could say I'm sticking to mostly clean foods, adding a little bit of stuff here and there and eating a little bit more. But my goal, like I said before, is to compete at the Night of Champions. Again, I'm gonna try to be even more conditioned. I'm already, like almost there now. So I'm not gonna try to hold it where I'm at right now. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna bump up a little bit, because that'll be about 40 weeks total of me being dieting. So that's just not a good idea. And I have long-term goals I need to focus on, like things that take longer, right? I want to build up my back more. I want to be better at jumping. So I'm gonna spend pretty much the whole prep focusing on my long-term goals, and choreographing my routine, adjusting my routine to kind of force me to focus on those goals also. So I mentioned some of the physique things I'm trying to do, my back. I want the more fitness kind of things are jumping better. It's still a goal of mine. I want to be a little more limber. Like, I would love to be able to look like I can do like a acro dance kind of thing. I want to be able to move in that fluid way. I want to be able to do an aerial. I want to change up a part of my routine and just do a back walkover into a hold. I can obviously do the hold part. So if I just learn how to do a back walkover, then I'm good. And sometimes I can do a back walkover, sometimes I can't. Right? A lot of what I struggle with is just going back initially. It scares the crap out of me. So I've got a lot of mental work to do. Did I say aerial? I think I said aerial. I want a prettier front handspring. I feel like with this routine, I'm gonna need to do like a front handspring with a step out. I've tried those before, try to work on them, but they usually hurt my back. For some reason, somehow with the way I think I'm doing something a little twisty, and the way I land is just not comfortable. So I gotta fix that, address that, and then start to build the speed and power to do a front handspring step out. I also want to change up one of the ways I go into my first handstand in my routine. I want to be able to just press into it. Right now I do more of I think it's called a Russian roll up. Yeah, I would love to just press into it instead. I've done handstand presses before, but it's always on and off. It's not consistent. And this year I haven't been able to get it at all. I think part of it has to do with my shoulders, a little bit has to do with my wrists. That's what I'm focusing on. I feel I'm light enough now that I should be able to do it. It's just a matter of feeling good in it. And then some extra, even more long-term things is I want to improve my overall biomechanics and stuff. I can tell when I'm working out, there's some things I just feel like one side I can feel the engagement and the other side I can't, or there's just things where I'm I don't think my movement pattern is quite right. So I'm going to be working with Jesse from the Muscle Net. I still got to reach out to him, but I'm going to be working with him to improve my biomechanics. Oh yeah, so I've looked at some of the pictures they post online with comparisons and just my individual posing. Not too bad. Dan said it looked good, but when I'm looking at the picture, I'm that's a little weird. That's a little strange too. So gotta keep tweaking my posing. What does this all mean? So for training now, I'm basically gonna be doing 2 days of back days, which is what I've always been doing for the last who knows how. 2 days of back days with hypertrophy focus. 1 day for legs, specifically trying to train for power. And then I'm gonna put back in a chest day, also training for power because I want better flying push-ups and stuff. Chest and shoulder day, but also I'm gonna try to do where it's power for chest, strength for my shoulders. We'll see if I can do that. I might have to do a separate shoulder day for that. And then arms will somehow be put in there, abs and calves and everything. And then I don't know how many days. I think that 4 days, 3 days, and then just 2 days for fitnessing specific. So 1 day for training like more tumbling stuff, whether that's on my own or going to work with Coach Joy on doing like aerials and stuff. And another day that's going to be just like really getting my fitness skills even better. When I say fitness skills, I usually just mean like my holds, handstands, that kind of stuff. Okay, that was really long. It's probably like going to double the length of my average video, but thanks for hanging out. And yeah, I'm just gonna go and get on with my day. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful weekend. Oh, and just one little thing is I'm probably not going to be vlogging or posting my vlogs as often as I have been, just because there's just like less excitement going on now that I don't have a show for a while. But I'll probably be a lot more training stuff now, so hopefully that's still interesting to you all. And probably going to be putting food stuff too. There'll be lots of cooking and training. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't, I don't know. All right, thank you all again, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all those things, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.